Hello, how you doing? I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all keeping safe. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, my name is Wanjohi. If you're not new here, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos and supporting what I do. I'm really grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Okay. So guys, this is the thing. My lighting is so poor because this light is misbehaving. The one that I got, the new one that I got to replace my ring light, and lights just went off. And I had planned to do this video right now, and I feel so bad because I really don't want to procrastinate. I've just done another video, and one of the things that I'm doing away with, or I'm outing this 2024, is procrastination. So I decided, you know what, with or without the lights, we're gonna do this video. Okay, we will do this video. And yeah, what I'll do, I'll make it as short as possible so that we just don't exhaust everything we have, because I don't akisiju stima zimeenda wapi. So as you have seen from the title of the video, I'm going to be telling you how to start reading the Bible. This is a question that I've asked myself. This is a question that I've been asked by people, because one of the things that leads to maybe probably people asking me this question is, okay, there's music in the background. My neighbors are just having a party, and yeah, I just pray you're not hearing it. Most of the time people ask me because when if you've noted, if we have a conversation, most of the time I quote scriptures. Not to say that I'm so much acquainted with it, but yeah, I know not a few, but quite a number. And because of the more I have read the word, the more it sticks in my mind, and the more I just because you take out what is in you. Okay, so the more I speak, the more I take out of scriptures, because that's what I have fed myself most with. And yeah, so how do you start reading the Bible? From the beginning, no rocket science, from the beginning, because you want to understand everything from the beginning. I know some people may say you start from Matthew. That is the New Testament, because we're living in the New Testament. Some will tell you to start from John, because Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John is like the same story, just given by different disciples. Because Matthew, Mark, Luke, John were Jesus' disciple. They all had their experiences in different ways, so they recorded their stories differently. They all recorded what they saw Jesus do. So you'll find most of the stories in Matthew are in Mark, and they're in Luke, and they're in John. Okay? John is a bit extended and deeply, but the stories are more of like the same. Utapata, the story of like the woman with the issue of blood, you might find it in Matthew, you might find, and it's repeated. Alright, it's repeated. So instead of wasting time reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, just start from John, okay, and then continue. I would love to discourage that. Not disputing, not saying it's not a good idea, not saying it's not valid, but there's so many things in Matthew that you'll not find in any other book. Okay? And you're starting from Matthew, and you'll just get to understand the person Jesus. But remember, there's God, who is Alpha, who was, who is, okay, and forever shall be. So you don't want to understand Jesus without even knowing where he came from, without even knowing the reason for his existence. Okay, so you want to start from Genesis. All right. And one thing I'll tell you that, okay, my Bible is here. One thing I'll tell you is Genesis in the Bible is very interesting. The Bible is interesting. Okay, the lighting is so much distracting me, but anyway, I'm not getting distracted. We're doing this. The Bible is very interesting because of the stories. My God, you'll just love it. Okay, you will love it. I know it may get to a place in Chronicles, and you fail to understand, okay, like, what are these numbers? Why are there so much things that are not making sense? But Genesis will give you a clear vision of who God is, the reason for his existence, and okay, no, I'm opening it. Genesis will help you understand the person Jesus and the person God as a, as a person, God as the supreme being. And then from there you now understand how we came about, how it started from God creating the universe, to Adam, to Noah, okay, of course, to Adam with his descendants and all that, how they fell, to Noah, how God again destroyed the whole earth with water and started another lineage, started another generation from Noah with, like, new beginnings, down to, until to Abraham. And yeah, you get to understand Abraham, the story of Abraham, the story of Isaac, the story of Jacob, who was later called Israel, and the story of, to Joseph, and we are done with Genesis. You see, it's a story you enjoy, okay? You enjoy because it's interesting, yeah. You get to Exodus, there's Moses now, and then Moses does that, until to him taking the children of Israel out of Egypt, how they went about in the wilderness, how things were tricky. You see, I'm not telling you the story to, like, a spoiler alert. Now I know what Genesis says, now I know what read it for yourself, and let me tell you, you'll get to learn a lot. Like, anytime I read the book of Genesis, I read about Abraham, I'm like, my God, thank you so much for Abraham. Like, if you did this for someone that was an idol worshipper, and you did this much for them, how much more me, who knows you, who worships you? Okay, when you look at how God was relating to people in the Old Testament, some are encouraging, like, some are like, oh God, if you did this, you can do this for me too. And then you get to now the children of Israel, the sacrifices and everything they were making, and you're like, oh my God, thank you so much, I was born in the New Testament era. Because how again will they be atoning for my sins with, man, the sacrifices those guys were making, sheep, lambs, camels, camels or enemy, what is this called, bulls, like, sin. Okay, I don't want to say that a small sin like this, but you will literally give a sacrifice for every sin you make. So you can imagine now, in our world, that we don't even have livestock. How will we be giving offering? Like, how will we be atoning for our sins with sheep? Like, I don't even have a hen, like a chicken. So how will where am I getting a bull to sacrifice for something I did? Like, so you see, it gives you those, the Bible is interesting. Okay, it's interesting. So where do we get to start reading the Bible? Start from Genesis, start from the beginning. When you're given a book, like, example, there's this, walking in obedience, the power of walking in obedience. When I give you this book, you don't start this book from here, or you don't start this book from, let's even say here. No, you start the book from here, okay, and then you move, and then you move. All right, you don't come to the end and you're like, no, which one do I want to read? What is obedience? The Bible and obedience, Christ, the obedience ones, the obedience one, true obedience, and instead of, so I want to read Season of Obedience, and then I just move Season of Obedience 41. I move to 41, and now I read Season of Obedience. No, that's not what you do. You start from the beginning. Okay, yeah. Which book can you read? I would recommend NIV is very good for Bible study. King James is a little bit tricky, it's a little bit difficult. New King James too. The English is a bit complex, but NIV and Amplified. Amplified is the best, and because it of course amplifies everything. Amplified is the best. I would recommend that too. For me, sometimes I get Amplified to be too much. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I might get the scriptures that I understand better in Amplified. Okay, the scriptures I understand better in Amplified, and the scriptures I will prefer NIV. I will do King James. I love King James. I love King James. I love. You'll find that in most of my quotings are King James. Imagine, I'm a New King James. Most of my quotings are either King James or New King James. But it's because now I'm used to, I can easily I can easily comprehend things. But if you're a beginner and you want to get things in details, go for NIV, go for Amplified, start from the beginning, Genesis. The Bible didn't start from Matthew. If God wanted us to start from Matthew, he would have started the Bible from Matthew. But because he wanted us to read from the beginning, start from Genesis. Okay? Yeah. That's it. And I'm sure you'll enjoy. If this video was encouraging, if this video had something, please give it a thumbs up or comment down below. Please comment, let me know if you want to start reading the word. If you read the word and you agree with what I'm saying, just comment down below and let me know. And yeah, anything you want to say, anything you want me to do, matters Christianity, matters lifestyle, as long as it's glorifying God, comment down below and I'll definitely do it. Okay? Yeah, always remember the best, and everything you do, put God first. Let God be the Alpha and Omega of your life, and you'll never be disappointed. Bye guys. I love you all so much.